Journey's just begun. May walks by. Clean clothes, she says with a bright smile. His hands won't stop moving, checking the doorway. May hands him a fresh set, carefully choosing the colors. These are clean. She places them gently on the bench. Her tone light, but there's a hint of something else, concern. He looks at them, eyes locked on the soft fabrics. May's eyes meet his, searching for a response. Mori tries to speak, but nothing comes out. He fails to respond. His voice is still a mystery. May tries again. Try. She offers him a warm smile, encouraging him to take the clothes. But he doesn't. The tension stretches between them. Mori's eyes never leave the bundle of clothes. May's smile falters, her enthusiasm losing force. His silence weighs on her. May's eyes narrow, a hint of annoyance creeping in. Clean clothes. Try. She drops them on the bench before him, her voice sharp now. Mori's gaze remains fixed on the clothes, a knot forming in his chest. May turns and walks away, frustration evident in her footsteps. He looks up, his eyes following her. His hands still, he watches her go. Mori's eyes never leave the door. He knows she'll be back. And what will he do when she is? Mori's eyes are glued to the stars. He feels like he's watching the entire universe rush by in a blur. What does he want? He wants to be a part of that movement, to be connected to something bigger than himself. But what's blocking him? The vastness of, the uncertainty of his own future. He takes a step forward, and his body seems to lean into the wind. What happens? He feels the rush of excitement, the sense of possibility. What is the cost? He's leaving behind the safety of the center, taking a leap into the unknown. There it is. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife.
Suk's explosive secret about Ji-hyun is finally revealed, threatening to upend everything he thought he knew about himself and his family's dark past. The revelation sends shockwaves through Suk, stripping away his carefully crafted facade and leaving him vulnerable to the harsh truth about his own identity and the lies he's been living. As the truth hangs precariously in the balance, Ji-hyun's fragile mental state is pushed to the edge, leaving her on the brink of a complete emotional breakdown or a desperate attempt to reclaim control.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. Mori's thoughts are interrupted by the sound of voices, the officials arguing in hushed tones. Why are they being so secretive? Maybe they have some ulterior motive. One of the officials glances at Mori, their expression guilty. Adults are nice when they feel guilty about something, right? Mori's eyes narrow, a spark of mistrust kindling. He wonders. The care packages arrive, and Mori's faced with a choice: accept the comfort or reject it and keep searching. He's torn between the two worlds, unsure which path to take.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
But what's the cost of this choice? Does he risk losing everything he's gained? Or does he hold on to the hope of finding his mom? Mori's closest friend leaves the center, and he's left with an empty. The ache of loneliness gnaws at him, but he refuses to give in. He's determined to find his mom and make a new life for himself.
Be happy.
Mori stops in front of the orphanage, staring at the entrance. He takes a step forward, the crunch of gravel beneath his feet the only sound. Mori's chest is tight, every breath a struggle. He's furious. How did they let her go like this? Every handshake was a performance. A promise made to him was a lie. Mori reaches for the door, only to find it already open. He hesitates for a split second, and that's all it takes. A figure steps out of the shadows, and Mori's heart skips a beat.
Morin's dark secrets are exposed as her true intentions are revealed, sending shockwaves through the group as her mask of kindness crumbles, and the truth shines a harsh light on her actions. Mori's trust is shattered as he grapples with the painful reality that his mother's absence is not due to her love, but rather her calculated detachment, leaving him heartbroken and reeling. The ominous presence of Risprode at XYZ looms large. Its intentions and connection to Morin's past remain shrouded in mystery, leaving the group, and viewers alike, on the edge of their seats, desperate for answers.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. She's the last survivor of a massacre that killed her entire family in an instant. Mori's memories are as dark as the abandoned house he grew up in, until he's torn away from everything he knows. The rescue team finds him, but they take him to a place with a new kind of darkness, the Children's Protection Center. Mori's heart aches, but he's forced to start anew. Every day feels like a battle for survival, but it's not just food or shelter he craves. Mori yearns for something more, something that sets his soul on fire. And that's when Shadow's grand care packages arrive, a mysterious patron sending him hope in times of need. Mori's curiosity gets the better of him, and he starts to ask questions. The workers at the center seem reluctant to talk about the packages, and Mori's curiosity grows. What are they hiding? Mori thinks he's found a way out. The mysterious website Risprode XYZ is still online, and he needs to access it to find more clues about his past. But when he tries to open the browser, the worker at the center, Mrs. Lee, stops him. She's cold, direct, and it's clear she's been warned about Mori.
Account blocked. IP address flagged. Mori's heart sinks. He realizes Mrs. Lee must be working for someone who doesn't want him to find his mother.
Mrs. Lee steps aside, her eyes scanning the room, checking for any witnesses. Mori's instincts scream at him to run, but he freezes. What if this is the lead he's been searching for? He decides to take a chance and makes a break for the back door.
Stop. You'll get caught. Mrs. Lee calls out, but Mori ignores her. He bursts through the door, racing towards the alley behind the center.
Mori sprints down the alley, his breath burning in his lungs. He's almost certain Mrs. Lee didn't follow. But as he rounds the corner, he sees a figure waiting, a man with a hoodie up, eyes fixed on Mori. Mori's heart skips a beat. Mori's eyes lock onto the infants, and he feels a sense of determination. He'll do whatever it takes to keep it safe. His hand brushes against the child's, and a spark of connection ignites between them. Wait, little one.
Wait.
Mori's face sets in a resolute expression. He'll protect this child at all costs. The infant's small arms wave in response, and Mori smiles, feeling a sense of peace wash over him. He knows that this little being is his new purpose, to care for it, love it, and keep it safe. Mori's frustrated by Arya's dismissal. He knows he can't find his way back on his own.
The key action or twist of this chapter is Hyunjae frantically decides to sell the creature, risking everything, as the creature's presence draws the village closer to disaster, forcing him to weigh morals against survival. The emotional stakes are Hyunjae struggles with the weight of his decision, grappling with guilt over potentially sacrificing the creature, while also confronting the harsh reality of his duty to protect his village and loved ones. The cliffhanger is, the fate of Hyunjae's secret remains hanging precariously as rumors spread about the mysterious creature, putting him and the villagers on edge, on the brink of a potentially catastrophic confrontation.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. The writer's body temperature is dropping, and Mori's world goes dark. He tries to open his eyes, but everything's a blur. He's desperate for water, and the person next to him is moving fast, trying to keep him stable. What does the ride want? Hydrate him. Fast.
Yeah, go get some rest.
Mori's body temperature is rising again, and the human's concern is starting to fade. What's going on? If you want more daily recaps, hit that subscribe button now. Mori's still trying to remember what happened, but his senses are coming back online. As the human tends to Mori's wounds, the writer starts to speak, and Mori's world snaps back into focus. The writer's tone is calm and reassuring, but Mori's still wary.
Besides, I'm the only Sihi Smonksom 3 no area well, right?
Mori's face twists in confusion, and the human looks at him expectantly. What's going on? Mori's still trying to wrap his head around the situation. The writer's words send a wave of relief through Mori's body, but he's still not sure what's happening. The human's hands are moving rapidly as they try to reassure Mori that everything's going to be okay.
I'm doing an incredibly good deed right now.
Mori freezes. There's something behind him, something wrong. His eyes flicker to the side, but he can't see what it is. The writer's body begins to shudder, his temperature dropping rapidly. Mori knows they can't stay still. Every second counts. Without looking back, he swiftly moves to grab the writer's arm, trying to keep him upright. The writer's response is almost immediate. He starts to shake off Mori's grip, his body temperature plummeting further.
The key action or twist of this chapter is unfolding as the mysterious 912 Hal's true intentions are finally revealed. Their symbol etched on countless items, now making chilling sense in the present. The emotional stakes are escalating as our protagonist's trust is shattered, their perception of reality crumbling, as they grapple with the painful realization of being deceived by someone they considered a lifesaver.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update. Mori takes off in a sprint, desperate to reach the flames, the heat growing more intense by the second. He trusts Blaze to save him, but the flames are fast closing in. His heart racing, Mori's thoughts are consumed by the one person who can save him. But is she coming? The ground beneath him is scorched and uneven. One wrong step and it's all over. Blaze zooms towards him, panic in her voice as she screams the only thing that can save him. But what if she's too late? Mori sprints towards the flames, desperate to reach them, trusting Blaze to save him. The heat is closing in, his heart racing. He thinks only of the one person who can save him, his thoughts consumed by her. Blaze screams, "Don't burn!" Her voice panic-stricken. The ground beneath him is scorched and irregular. One wrong step, and it's all over. Mori looks more determined than ever, his fingers flying across the keyboard. Who's there? Is Mori still searching? What does he want? He's determined to find the truth behind the Spro XYZ website. What blocks him? He's running out of options. What happens? He finally receives a response. This is all the data we have. Uotund nerspro.xyz. What's the cost? Mori's hopes are briefly lifted, only to crash down when he realizes he's still missing something crucial. Then that kid must have a mother too. Blaze dismounts his horse and rushes towards Mori. He snatches a water bottle from his belt and flings it at the flames. The bottle bursts open, and the liquid hits the fire, momentarily extinguishing it. Mori's frozen in shock, staring at the bottle, unsure what just happened. Blaze yanks Mori's arm, pulling him away from the flames. Mori's resistance is gone. He's completely caught up in the situation.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
Blaze is still pulling Mori away, but Mori's eyes are fixed on the spot where the flames used to be. What's he thinking? What's driving his next move? The burning remains are a stark reminder of the danger that just passed, and what Mori's about to face next.
The protection around Suyin's makeshift shelter is breached as a massive, high-tech vehicle hurtles towards her, its shields glowing with intense energy, threatening to upend her precarious existence. Her grasp on Suyin's past, once slipping through her fingers like sand, is now momentarily halted as she uncovers a chilling secret that rewrites the narrative of her life, plunging her into the depths of her own trauma. The future of Suyin and her long-lost mother hangs precariously in the balance as the unseen forces manipulating her past begin to close in, their intentions shrouded in an aura of menace and uncertainty.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.
Get out, get out, get out. Brian, Maury's eyes scan the room for any sign of help. The hazmat suits are moving in, and he knows one wrong move will seal his fate. Time's running out, he's got to push back against the inevitable.
Hey, are you the owner of this child? Can directly. What's going on, Raider? Valentine. Maury's eyes dart between Valentine and the mysterious woman, unsure who to trust. It appears a bargain's been made, or at least, Maury thinks so.
Maury's instincts are screaming at him to run, but his determination to find his mom keeps him moving forward. He's in over his head, but he's still determined to push through. Maury's eyes scan the horizon, searching for any sign of his mother. The journey ahead of him is long and arduous, but he's ready to face it head-on.
Maury.
The key action unfolds as Minso's memories suddenly flood back, revealing the shocking truth about his family's past and the reason behind their separation. Minso's emotional turmoil intensifies as he struggles to come to terms with the harsh reality of his family's history, forcing him to confront the painful truth about his mother's absence and the weight of his father's secrets. A sense of foreboding settles over Minso as he stands outside the door that holds the secrets of his family's past, the weight of his memories and the uncertainty of what lies ahead hanging precariously in the balance.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter. Maury takes off, racing against the clock. Route is his only hope. He remembers Connor's words, "No saviors, just the unknown." His heart sinks as he thinks of the rescue team's limitations. He's on his own with no guarantee of safety. Maury starts navigating through the ruins, looking for any clue that might lead him to his mother. He spots the stairs ahead, but his mind is already racing with the obstacles he'll face. Where am I going? Maury can't move, the brat's too cute, a distraction in the middle of the rescue. Connor's trying to save him, but the brat's instincts kick in. He wants to get out of here, away from these strangers. What blocks him is the fence, and more importantly, the brat's fear of being left behind. He decides to make a run for it, but Connor's too quick. The brat gets caught, and Maury feels his anger spike. He can't let them take his friend away from him. What's the cost? Maury's instincts are growing stronger by the minute.
Maury's desperate pleas for help are met with silence as OA navigates their surroundings, oblivious to the chaos unfolding mere steps behind her. Her grip on the navigation tool tightening by the second. The harsh reality of Maury's situation dawns on her. She's been left behind, vulnerable and alone, forced to fend for herself in the unforgiving wilderness. Her cries for rescue falling on deaf ears. As the darkness closes in, Maury's screams are drowned out by the ominous sounds of the forest, her fate hanging precariously in the balance as OA's oblivious navigation continues to lead them further away from her desperate cries for help.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and join thousands of fans who never miss an update.
The child doesn't struggle much after being gagged. An outlaw with an infamous past is walking out with them, seemingly to an uncertain fate. He looks around cautiously, and the child, unable to see, hears nothing but the sound of heavy breathing.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked.
The outlaw's grip on the child becomes tighter as he senses they're being watched. He checks his surroundings again. A child should be kept safe, not dragged away. But he's an outlaw, and that's far from his expertise. He thinks of Mord, his guardian, who had taught him better. A narrow alleyway seems like the only escape route, but it's dark and suffocating. Maury kneels beside the fallen figure and gently turns them over. He sees a small scar on their wrist and a faint smile on their lips.
Phew. Maury takes a deep breath, relieved that it's not as bad as he thought.
carefully checks the figure's pulse and finds it weak but steady. Question mark. Mori looks up, wondering who this person is and why they were sent to help him. Mori carefully lifts the figure into his arms and searches their pockets for a clue. He finds a small note with a name and a phone number.
13100. Mori's eyes widen as he realizes this must be connected to his mother.
As our protagonist makes a crucial decision, he raises the beast, a fierce creature that will change his life forever, igniting a blazing fire of determination within him. The emotional stakes are sky high. Our protagonist's heart shattered into a million pieces as he's forced to confront the harsh reality of his impossible situation, his resolve wavering precariously. The fate of the world now hangs in the balance as our Dark Lord unleashes a devastating attack, leaving destruction and chaos in his wake, leaving our heroes reeling with no clear way to stop the impending doom.
If you're enjoying this, subscribe to Manwa with Hari. New chapters drop every week. What in the world? Mori's perception of reality shatters, his understanding of the world crumbling into dust. The woman's form dissolves into nothingness, leaving behind a void that threatens to consume everything. The colors fade, the light diminishing as the world snaps back into focus. Mori's hands are shaking, his grip on reality tenuous at best. He looks down at MW, who lies motionless on the ground, a faint outline of a woman's face seared into his skin.
Stats maxed. New skill unlocked. Enhanced reflexes. MW is on the ground, motionless, a faint outline of a woman's face seared into his skin. Mori's hands are shaking, his grip on reality tenuous at best. He looks at MW with a mixture of guilt and desperation. His goal is to find the mother for himself, to leave the protection center and explore the world beyond. The obstacle is that he's never known the mother, only the care packages sent by a mysterious patron. His hands tremble as he reaches for MW, as if trying to reconnect with his friend. The consequence of this moment is the realization that his perception of reality has been shattered.
The key action or twist of this chapter unfolds in vivid detail as our protagonist's reality begins to unravel, their existence hanging precariously on a single, ominous thread from their creator, who now wields their power with cold calculation. The emotional stakes escalate as our protagonist's sense of self is brutally stripped away, leaving them lost and disconnected from their own identity, forced to confront the dark truth of their existence and the weight of their creator's control. Our protagonist's desperate cry of "Shall" hangs hauntingly in the air, a stark reminder of their shattered world and the unfathomable horrors that lie ahead, leaving them on the brink of a catastrophic reckoning that threatens to consume everything.
Don't miss what happens next. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari right now. Brian, your percent chance of winning just turned to nothing. The mission parameters have been altered in real time. AIA, Nora's new opponent, stands before Kai, a young, untested fighter. What does Kai want? He wants to win that fight, to prove himself to the mysterious patron who's been sending him care packages. But the odds are against him percent chance. Nora's reputation precedes her, and Kai's inexperience makes her confidence grow. What blocks Kai? His own doubts, fueled by Nora's intimidating presence. What does Kai do? He fires a few shots, trying to break the ice and shake off his nerves. What happens? His percent chance turns to percent as Nora smiles, intrigued by his boldness. The wind picks up as Mori begins his journey, and the silhouette of the mountains grows larger with every step. What lies ahead? Kai isn't familiar with this place. IA's voice rings in his head. You're not supposed to be here, Kai. Kai's eyes scan the area, his grip on his limiter tightening. He needs to decide what to do next. What if this is a trap? AIA's words make him even more cautious. AIA, what's going on? I said. Kai cuts her off. What do you mean I'm not supposed to be here? Just get out. Here we go, guys, it's beat. Mori, let's call him Kai now, is in a desperate rush. He's running towards what we can assume is a fight. We know how desperate he is. We've seen it before.
The team is on the brink of disaster as the city's defenses surge forward. Their ship crippled and the bridge out of reach, with a deadly storm closing in. As they stumble towards the unknown, the weight of defeat crushes their hopes, and the crew is torn apart by fear, shame, and grief. Their bond frayed to the breaking point. A desperate gamble now hangs precariously in the balance. The city's very fate teetering on the edge of chaos as the team hurtles towards a reckoning that may forever shatter the fragile peace they fought so hard to preserve.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari and hit the bell so you never miss a chapter.